Lincoln on the circuit. The second courthouse was an imposing structure for that time. Located on the southeast corner of Main and Main, it stood for over 40 feet tall, was made entirely of brick, and had a cupola for the courthouse bell. When not in use as a courthouse, it served as the center of Decatur's civic activities. The courthouse eventually became too small to handle the increasing needs of the growing community, so it was torn down. Much of Abraham Lincoln's legal career on the 8th Circuit concerned matters of the routine court sessions and proceedings. When Lincoln would come to Decatur, he would not generally know what kind of cases he could be facing. He was occasionally involved in the more sensational cases, including assault and battery, divorce, slander, gambling, and murder. Most of Lincoln's cases while practicing on the circuit involved the repayment of debts or debt-related questions. For Central Illinois was like most of the rest of the nation during its early development in that hard money or specie was generally difficult to obtain for the average citizen. In later years, after Lincoln had made a name for himself in the legal profession, he was approached by a young man who wanted to be a law clerk for Lincoln. In declining the young man's offer, Lincoln had written back with the advice that to be a good lawyer, the man would need to remember, work, work, work is the main thing. While people recognize that Abraham Lincoln rode the 8th Judicial Circuit for much of his legal career, most do not realize that the 8th Circuit was not the first circuit that he traveled on. That distinction goes to the First Judicial Circuit. This circuit was composed from 10 original counties, of which Macon County was one. This was the circuit that Lincoln was a part of when he first practiced law in Decatur. It was also the circuit where he practiced in the old log courthouse on the southwest corner of Main and Main in May 1838. A few weeks later, the county had finished erecting a brand new brick courthouse. By March of 1839, increased populations had added the need to form a new circuit court, and the 8th Judicial Circuit was created.